Hi friends, how you doing? We hear a lot of talk about cost of living crisis and housing crisis, and the money, the value of the dollar is not worth anything. In some ways, it's totally true. In some ways, it's not true. In terms of food, like it's sort of actually cheaper than what it has been historically. But there are some things we can do and have to do and should do to sort of keep some value with our Aussie dollar. I think quotes is a big one. Massive. You got to get quotes. Don't be a tie kicker. Don't be a time waster. Don't be an a-hole. Don't use people. But yeah, one example, we had a basic a thermostat change on a Toyota Tarago. That is a very common mechanical task. We got 4 quotes in the local Armidale area. One quote was 890, one quote was 450, one quote was 400, and one was less than 400, perhaps sort of hinting that it could be a cash arrangement there. I'm not going to mention any names, but we did, it was a couple of us, we did go and confront the top quote there and just say, well, hang on, mate, what's going on? Because you've quoted like nearly 300% of some of the quotes we got here. And gave him his printed quote. He printed the quote and I gave it to him and he looked at it and he goes, oh, yeah, it was a mistake. Man, it wasn't a fucking mistake. It was a rip-off. It's a rip-off. That's a well-known place in Armidale, and yeah, you got to shop around. Had the same thing happen again just today. We've got quotes literally 3 times difference. One guy said 300, one 609. It's just completely ridiculous. Basically, the guys who are earning a lot they've just gone into idle mode. They've gone into lazy mode. They don't need to work. They've got more customers than ever. They're not even doing the work themselves anymore. You get a teenage apprentice out there, and you're not only that, you're paying 3 times what you could be paying to have someone more experienced to do your job. That job, we've got to ask around. You've got to get quotes. There's a lot of other things you can do as well, but let's just stay with the quotes for now. Get more quotes. Support the guys who, I'm not talking about cash deals, I'm just saying support the guys that are giving you the best value for money, because nobody needs to be getting paid $100 cash in our current environment. And look, I'll say this, it does also go on to the public sector. I mean, it doesn't really, everyone deserves to get a fair pay, but there are some jobs in Australia that are already, when the Aussie dollar's up high, when it's strong, and 30-40% of the time, those jobs have some of the highest salaries in the world. When we got these guys going on strike, it is a bit rich. That's what I reckon. And here are the kids. Talk to you later.